Hey guys, and today we've got first boot up and first impressions for you with the new 13-inch MacBook Pro. This is my first aluminum MacBook since the plastic one, so a lot of these changes I haven't really seen, so I'm really excited to try out the trackpad, the backlit keyboard, and just overall the aluminum design. Now, I've got it set up in a way that should be good for the first boot up, but the way we've got the camera arranged, when I type I don't know how well it's gonna come across. I don't know if I'm gonna block the camera or not, so we'll just have to wait and see on that one. So I hope you can see this okay. So it looks okay to me on the camera right now, but we'll just have to, I guess, wait and see. So enough of that. It's all plugged in. Let's press the power button. I'm really excited for this. Power button pressed. And we get the Apple button. I can tell you just from first impressions, the screen is much brighter than my plastic MacBook. This is the bottom of the line i5 model, except for the fact that I've added a solid state drive, and it's just said English because I haven't responded for a while. So we're just going to select use English as the main language, and we're going to hit continue. We should now get the Apple Music, which I'm going to have to go down a bit because it would be void of copyright on YouTube. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just trying to deal with the glare. And the backlit keyboard just came on. First impressions of the backlit keyboard, I really like it. I think it's really good. So it's asking us to choose our country. In my case, I'm in the United Kingdom.
Mac OS 10 includes a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver.
So
if you know how to use VoiceOver, press Command F5 now.
Tap to click and enabled, so I'm just going to depress the trackpad every time I do something, so we're going to hit British. I'm not going to transfer any information. I'm going to log into my wireless network. Configuring your computer. Entering my Apple ID. Now I'm going to skip that. Registration, I'm going to skip that. Create your account. Okay, I'm just going to move it off camera to do this. Although there's not the point that I can type easier. So it automatically filled in my account name, but I'm just going to put my short name, Tom put in a password. And the backlit keyboard really does look to be quite a nice feature. It looks like I entered it wrong, so we're just gonna enter it again. I'm gonna have to edit this bit out. Maybe I entered the first bit. I keep forgetting that by default tap to click it isn't enabled, so I'm having to actually physically press the trackpad. Just as a part of first impression of this thing, the default settings are that tap to click isn't enabled, which is something I'm struggling with quite a bit. So it's now asking for a password hint, and I'm not worried about that this time. So we're just going to hit continue creating your account. Take a snapshot of yourself. Oh, I don't just love this bit. Of course I do, because I'm really vain. Not. Okay, I'm just going to take a picture. That's okay. Again, kind of first impression of this thing there. FaceTime camera does look quite good. Not a massive improvement over the MacBook. I have to select your time zone, that's okay. And OS 10 is set up, so we're just going to hit go. So this is a first boot up on first impressions video, so we're just going to do a couple of things. Firstly, I'm going to go ahead and change the wallpaper. I like to have a grey background on all computers, especially the OS 10 ones. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and dim the screen a little bit, so hopefully you guys can see a bit better. Okay, so as a test of the solid state drive, let's just open some applications. And iMovie is an app that takes iDVD, sorry, is an app that takes notoriously long to load. So let's just see how many bounces it takes to open. And it's open like a shot. That was incredibly fast. Let's just see how fast the second boot up is, because oftentimes the first boot up is a lot slower, so second boot up should give us a higher indication of the solid state drive. And again, this should be really fast because due to that solid state drive. backlit keyboards comes to life, and it comes on in and the last thing I'm going to do in terms of first impressions is I'm just going to launch iMovie and take a quick look. iMovie loads in like a heartbeat. Let's take a quick look at the FaceTime HD camera. I'm going to be doing full tests of all this stuff like where so wow, it's nice to have that wide angle view versus what was on my previous generation MacBook. Okay, the last thing I promise, the next thing we're going to do is open the enabled tap to click on the system preferences, and then I promise we're going to sign off because this is probably getting a bit of a long video. So we're going to go into trackpad, pops right up, secondary click, tap to click, I can see this trackpad is going to take some getting used to, and I also use drag lock, so I'm just going to enable that. Okay, so that's the end of my first impressions video of the new MacBook Pro. Lots of coverage to come on this, including going to be installing Windows or doing all that, doing a whole bunch of cool stuff. So stick around for the next few videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.